Good morning, my dear friends. Welcome to day 6 of our breath by breath journey to inner stillness program being conducted by Pyramid Valley International. The past 5 days, we've been learning the art or practice of breathfulness or breath mindfulness through different steps. We've also been seeing the science behind breathfulness. We spoke about the right type of breathing, what happens when you breathe wrong, what happens when you breathe right, and the impact of conscious breathing on our immunity, on our nervous system, the impact of breath mindfulness meditation on our brains. And yesterday we also see how being with the breath allows our prana to flow through our energy system seamlessly. And we also moved step by step. We learned a couple of breathing techniques, relaxation techniques, and we moved from focusing to following our breath. So at this time, as we move on to the next stages, tomorrow we will do a longer body scan meditation. It will free up the awareness of your body to your sensations. Today, I'd want to focus on any issues bothering you in meditation. If anyone is not able to concentrate initially 5-10 minutes, it's okay. But anyone is still being bothered with thoughts, with mind wandering, with distractions, please let me know. Please type on the chat window your question. What is your issue? We want to fix it today. And we saw several techniques. We saw several techniques to counter mind wandering or counter the thoughts that you keep getting, right? So you can use these techniques any time during any part of the meditation. So belly breathing, of course, is very important. So you are conscious of your breathing, always at your belly. And basically, that's the right way of breathing, abdominal breathing. Equal breathing, we discovered yesterday we learned a new technique of breathing. What is it? Can you type it on the chat window? And yesterday's, we'll come back to this question. And yesterday's exercise was that. How many of you, can you name the exercise that you did yesterday, the breathing exercise, and how many times did you do it? Were you able to do it? Square breathing, yes. Box breathing 3 times, yes. Were you able to do it? And did you feel any difference? Do you feel the relaxation? We did mindful walking. Not able to control thoughts yet, yeah. Okay. Box breathing 4 times, yes. So very good. I think this is again a very simple breath-based relaxation technique. You can practice anytime. And again, for those of you, I saw 3 or 4 statements in the chat window saying that I'm still bothered with thoughts. So the key to not being bothered with thoughts, number 1, there are some there are some preparatory stuff we need to be taking care of. Number 1, sleeping well at the right time, right? And then not overeating, not eating too late. So please, if you are sitting in meditation for a 6 a.m. in the morning, please try and complete your dinner before 9 p.m. the previous night, or the earlier the better. Rest enough so that you are not bothered by your sleep, right? Food, sleep, and thoughts outside and inside of it is also important. And please apply any of the techniques. We've learned enough techniques. All these techniques are used by Buddhist monks who go and sit in meditation for months in monasteries, right? And they're also being used by soldiers who learn to control their mind. This kind of breathing techniques, this is kind of breathfulness meditations, right? Not only in India, all over the place. So they shift their consciousness from concentration to different parts. There are a lot of books that write on it. So your thoughts are yours. Try using any of these techniques today. I mean, for people who have written on the chat window, I'm not able to control the thoughts. Please make effort to use any of those techniques today. At the end of this meditation technique, I want you to tell me what worked, what did not work. We will have to work on it. So we spoke about multiple techniques. This applies for anyone. I mean, some of you may not have applied on chat window. Again, there are no two meditations or no 2 days of the meditation are the same. So it's okay. Yesterday, if you were able to master your breath, get into silence. Today, it's a bit of annoyance. Try getting your attention back to your breath. Try every breath is what matters. If you're able to stay with your breath for, let's say, 10 breaths, wonderful. Start with 3-4 breaths, good. 10 breaths, wonderful. 10 breaths is what, less than a minute and a half, right? And then if you're able to do it for 25 breaths, wonderful. If you're able to do it for 5 minutes, great. So focus on that. That is all. And then do not bother. There are techniques. It is a science that is proven. Your mind will, the thoughts in your mind will vanish. It is a science. If it is not getting, then look at what are the other factors are there. It's very important. No point sitting in 11-day, 21-day, 40-day meditation with your thoughts still going on. No point. And then the teacher's time and the group's time is all being used properly. So please do that. And for those of you really finding it difficult, you will have to come to retreats. By the way, Pyramid Valley has a retreat next month. Please look up the website. So come be in silence, 7 days of silence, no phones, 7 to 8 hours of meditation. We do meditation in the nature, meditation inside the pyramid, just 2 hours of classes every day. So that's how we structured it. A lot of people have come there, beginners, new people. They come there, first 2 days, they see their thoughts going, blah, blah. But the 3rd day, they get to some point of calmness. So please do use these opportunities. I really want every one of you to be in that, to get to the point where the fight with the thoughts is not there. So here are the techniques that we covered: belly breathing, equal breathing, counting. So you can do the counting. For those of you who are still not getting it, try counting for the first 5 minutes or whatever, right? Then try labeling. Rousing is more a technique for waking yourself from sleep, right? So that is basically deep breathing. Connecting. So connecting for some people might be difficult. Counting and labeling are the easiest ones, right? And today, I'll cover what we call as allowing a freestyle observation. So if nothing else works, then all you need to do is just sit back, relax, watch your thoughts. Observe your thoughts. Allow your thoughts to come and go. That's fine, you are a friend. Allow your thoughts to come, but be aware. You should be aware of you are watching the thoughts. You shouldn't be getting deeper into thoughts. Allow the thoughts to come. Don't resist. Anything that you resist persists. That's another big law, right? So don't resist. Thoughts are coming. Apply 2 techniques. If it doesn't work, sit back, observe the thoughts. Over time, the thoughts will go down. So just be there silently watching your thoughts. So please do try it today. And we will go ahead and follow the usual 40-45 minute meditation cycle. We'll do 6 to 7 minutes of warm-up, which is our equal breathing today. And then get into 15 minutes of concentration development, which is the focus. And then 15 to 20 minutes of following your breath. Then we'll end with gratitude. I'm going to talk more about gratitude later today. All right. And please let me know at the end of the meditation session, if still any of you still have issues, we will see how we can address that. And tomorrow, we will do a body scan meditation. That will be a longer, it will almost take an hour. So basically, we are going to observe the sensations and parts of different parts of your body, beginning with your toe to your head and nose. It's an absolutely relaxing type of meditation. Anybody can participate, and it is not necessary that people who attended the last 5 days need to be there. So that's like anyone. It's just using your conscious awareness to look at sensations in your body. All right. All right, my dear friends. So let's get into today's breath mindfulness meditation or breathfulness meditation. Let's all get into the posture. Remove your spectacles, clasp your hands, cross your feet at the ankle, and keep your posture comfortable. If you're able to sit on a high seat with your knees down, you can do that. Be relaxed. Keep your back straight, neck straight, shoulders and head straight. Please switch on your videos. Slowly bring your awareness to your breathing and start breathing equal inhales and equal exhales for the next 7 minutes. Equal breathing is a very important step for us to keep the distractions away. Just long, smooth inhale, smooth and long exhale. Feel your breath. Long and breathe out long. Relax your forehead, relax your eyebrows. Love your breath. As you breathe in and breathe out, do your counting. As you breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do not hold your breath. By this time, you should be following a rhythm. Feel the joy and relaxation you get when you align your breath, your awareness, and the counting. There's no space for any other thought. No deep and hard breathing, just smooth and long breathing. Do not hold your breath. You're putting your breath, body, and heart and mind, everything into harmony. Feel yourself getting into a rhythm. Keep thoughts away for the next 45 minutes. Feel the relaxation, my dear friends. Wonderful, my dear friends. In the last 7 minutes, we've all had 35 to 50 breaths, depending on your frequency. Now, slowly relax your awareness on equal breathing. Let's move into the focusing step of observing your breath. Bring your attention to your nose. Start observing every breath, every in-breath and out-breath. The area of focus should be your nose only, nothing else. Observe with curiosity to what is happening at the entrance to your nose? What are you feeling as you breathe in and breathe out at your nose? Let's all make a strong intention. In the next 40 minutes, I am going to feel a state without thoughts. I am going to spend 2 minutes minimum on my breath without interruption. For those of you who want to do counting, you can count your breaths. If you want to do labeling, you can label them. If you want to do connecting, you can connect your breaths by closely observing the start of your inhale, end of your inhale, start of your exhale, end of your exhale. You're connecting these different points. That's why it's called connecting. The next 15 minutes of focusing is where try and use any of these techniques. Just relax. The only thing in your conscious awareness is your nose and your breath. Be absolutely serious with your effort on being with your breath. Any thought arises, label that. Wonderful, my dear friends. 10 more minutes of focused attention at your nose, observing your breath. The goal here is continuous attention. You have to feel this breath, the next breath, the next breath, the next breath, without any gaps in attention. Difficult but important step in enhancing an awareness of our body and mind. The step of focusing. You are learning one of the most important skills for success in life. Concentration, the power of attention. We are doing that with our breath. We are trying to just focus our attention on our in and out breath for as many breaths as possible. When attention gets interrupted, we acknowledge it, not fight it, and then bring our attention to our next breath. Any of you are feeling restless in your body or in your mind or in your breath, now focus your attention on that restlessness. Breathe in and out. Be conscious of your breathing, but see where the restlessness happens. Could be your back, could be your legs, could be your shoulders, be inside your body. Just observe. Pay continuous attention, at least at that point, or to your thoughts. Allow the thoughts to flow in and flow out if you are not able to focus. Do not resist. Observe your breath after breath after breath. Notice the interruptions. Label them. Get back to your breath. Last 2 minutes of focusing your attention on your breath at your nose, my dear friends. Focus right. Feel right. Wonderful, my dear friends. With that feeling of having paid continuous attention to your breath, now let's expand our awareness to our entire breathing cycle. Follow your breath as it travels from the entrance at your nose all through to your lungs, and observe all the movements and sensations due to this traveling of air from your nose to your lungs and out. Follow your breath. You may be able to follow your breath at 1 or 2 points. Just observe the movements in your stomach or your chest region, or if you're comfortable with the movements or sensations in your nose, so be it, but be aware of other movements. Expand your awareness. Observe the tickling you feel. Observe your movements. Notice on some breaths your stomach movements are more, other breaths your stomach movements are less. Notice or observe your skin. Feel your skin brushing against your clothing. Observe what is happening in your throat region as you breathe in and breathe out. Observe how quickly, as soon as you breathe in, feel a sensation at your nose, how quickly you're able to see the movement in your stomach. Play with the observation of your entire breath. Beautiful breath. No analysis. No other thoughts or interruptions. Just be with your breath. For those of you who find it challenging, you can do the counting, you can do the labeling, you can do the connecting, or you can be with the focusing your breath at some point. Be conscious of your posture. Keep your head straight, neck straight, back straight. Follow your breath, my dear friends. Observe whatever happens as your breath flows through your nose, your throat windpipe, to your lungs, and all associated movements in your body. If you are feeling disturbed, if you are feeling distracted, observe the distraction, observe the disturbance as you breathe in and breathe out. Just 10 more minutes of following your breath. Observe how your breath flows through you. Observe all the movements and sensations due to your breathing. All else can be set aside. Keep your back, shoulders, neck, and head straight. Be aware of your posture. Be aware of your breathing. Nothing else. Do not entertain any thoughts, any visions, any experiences. This step is about observing your full breath. Five more minutes, my dear friends. Just be with your beautiful breath. Be aware of your every breath. Observe and feel your breath. Wonderful. Last 2 minutes, my dear friends. Be with your breath. Excellent, my dear friends. Now, slowly, let us move into the appreciation part of our breathfulness routine. Bring your awareness to your heart region. Recall your experience of today's meditation session. Express gratitude to yourself, your experience, and your time and effort. Be thankful to your body and mind for allowing you to be through this wonderful breathfulness session. Next, recall 3 things, people, or situations in the last 24 hours that you want to feel thankful for. Bring them to your memory and express gratitude to each one of them. Lastly, let's express our gratitude and thank you to all the people, all the governmental bodies, all our social governance, all the support staff who help us live a harmonious life in the localities that we are in. With a feeling of gratitude, express your thank you to all of them. With that felt feeling of relaxation, with the feeling of the experience of the breath and gratitude, now, my dear friends, let's come to the close of today's breathfulness routine. Bring your awareness to your body, to the room you are in, to your fingers. Unclasp your fingers, keep your palms on your eyes for a few seconds and open when you are ready with a deep sense of gratitude. Wonderful. So I hope today's breathfulness routine was good. And especially I'd want to hear from people who made an effort, who had that intention to get it right today. Please, once we get to the Q&A section, that time you can type in the chat window your experience and what did you try and what happened. All right. And the exercise will also be related to what you tried during meditation. We'll come back to that. So prior to that, let me quickly have a brief background session. Yeah, so we've all been learning about mindfulness. And we have the simple formula for mindfulness, which is attention, awareness, and acceptance. The first step, we are trying to focus our attention on every breath without losing that focus. The second step, we've expanded the awareness to a larger part. And the next step, you will expand your awareness to even bigger part and then start accepting things, whatever happens in your body and mind. Will get there. So Gautam Buddha found this meditation technique. And as you see here, mindfulness is at different levels. So you start off with the mindfulness of the body. Gautam Buddha gave this framework in his Anapanasati Sutras. You first start with mindfulness of body, and your breath includes, the body includes your breath. Then you start becoming mindful of your feelings. We will talk more about feelings and emotions on Friday after tomorrow's body scan. And then on Saturday, we will talk more about the mind. Because the way it works is anything that happens in your brain, your thought, your mind ultimately has an effect on your body. You'll feel every thought, every feeling, every emotion as a sensation in some part of our body. Now we are expanding the awareness of our body to that. So tomorrow, being mindful is the moment you feel that sensation, you know, oh, that's not right. So let me switch. So this is what Gautam Buddha, after a lot of experiments. So he said there are 4 foundations of mindfulness: of the body, of the feelings, the mind, and the truth. Once you are completely conscious of all that is happening within you, you will start experiencing the insights about the truths, like impermanence, like our true nature, like acceptance. So we'll get there. So Gautam Buddha, as all of us know, he was shielded from suffering for a long time. He was shielded from pain, from seeing pain and suffering for a long time. And then when he saw a dead man being carried by some people, he decided the world that he was in is not the world out there. So he stepped out, went ahead, looked at the people, and then he was trying to figure out what causes suffering, why is suffering there, right? And then he went to a lot of masters. He went to a master who helped him practice meditation. And because Gautam Buddha was so destined to be a meditator, he was able to catch that even disciples who took years to master a particular technique, Buddha was able to do that within no time. So he learned the techniques of mind control. He went through all the physical exercises. I mean, at that point of time, I don't know, it was called yoga, and all the siddhis, like walking on fire and things like that. He went through all those ascetic practices, fasting, being in silence, all that. But every time, at least 2 or 3 masters, he went. At the end of what the master said, now you learned, now you are ready to become a master, you can go. But then Buddha felt that he still hadn't found the answer to its suffering. And having learned all that and still not having found the answer to suffering, he went and sat under this tree, Bodhi tree, and started observing, started being with his breath. And then he found all the suffering out there is not because of the actual things that happen, but it is because of our non-acceptance of things, our not wanting things to be the way they are happening. And then he said, breath is a wonderful road. He found that breath is there are a lot of things that happen in our body. Even today, you can see some of us are so restless. Some days we get very agitated. How long should I sit? So that is something that is in us. As we try to be with our breath, all those things start regulating. So that is when he found the secret of breathfulness. And then, like all wise masters, he goes to different places and give different discourses. And one such discourse is what is based on, he talked about Anapanasati. So Ana means in breath, Apana means out breath, Sati is mindfulness in Pali. So one of the discourses, he's talked about what should you do for you to become mindful through the breath. That is the Anapanasati Sutras. The sutras, as you see on the screen, are 16 sutras. We call them as four stanzas or 4 paras. The first 4 focus on your breath and your body, which is what we've been doing. right? The first few days, in breath, out breath, long and short. We felt what is long, what is equal breathing, right? We held our breath, and then we're experiencing the breath as it comes in and out, as it becomes long and short. We're experiencing the body. We're calming the body by being in that pratyahara, the sitting straight and all that. And then as we master the breath with our body, the next part is as we are with the breath, we experience joy, we experience bliss, we experience all type of emotions. And I'm sure all of us, some of us have already been experiencing that during meditation, and as well as a greater awareness outside meditation. And as you continue to expand your awareness of your feelings and emotions, the next stanza talks about you able to watch your thoughts. It's called metacognitive awareness, right? So you are watching your thoughts. The next step is you're watching your mind that produces the thoughts, that produces the feelings, that turns into sensations in your body. So we're clearing the path from the bottom to the top, right? So the fourth stanza talks about experiencing the mind. You observe your mind. Why am I thinking like that? So first, why is the feeling? That is because of the thought. Why am I thinking like that? Maybe there is a different memory that is out there. So why can't I cleanse it? So these are the three stanzas, three primary stanzas that focus on our. Yesterday we spoke about, those 5 koshas, or the 5 bodies, right? Which our Upanishads talk about: physical body, energy body, emotional body, mental body, intelligence body, and the Anandamaya kosha. So if you look at it, there's a strong alignment with what Buddha says as well. And the last stanza is basically when you are in the bliss state, when you are in Ananda state, right? So these are like the Visheshnya, non-craving, impermanence, cessation, things come and go, nothing is permanent, right? And then the ability to let go. The fourth one automatically starts happening, which is also the Samadhi state in Yoga Sutras, right? So if you look at it, it's clearly described. That is the foundation of mindfulness we talked about. Foundation, mindfulness of body, which is your breath and body, mindfulness of feeling, mindfulness of your mind, and then mindfulness of the truths. You'll start observing, experiencing those truths. So that's how Anapanasati Sutra. So there are a lot of versions of the sutras out there. You can go type in the web Anapanasati Sutras, and there are a lot of commentaries, just like we have a lot of commentaries on Bhagavad Gita and the Bible and Yoga Sutras, a lot of texts. So you can find a lot of commentaries. You can feel free to read that more. But it is so simple, and then especially the book, the Breath by Breath book that I spoke about by Larry Rosenberg, I think so. So it talks about each of these. There is a chapter for each of the paragraphs, and he explains clearly with a lot of examples, right? So that's a very good English explanation of the Anapanasati Sutras. All right. So that's one part. I just want to cover the foundation of why we are practicing this meditation. Where did this originate from? However, when even in Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, he talks about a lot of techniques, breath meditation being one, right? And then, but the underlying mechanism of every meditation is that you've developed concentration. So Patanjali talks about pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, and samadhi. Dharana is concentration. Our first step, which is focusing, is dharana. We're trying to get into dharana, right? And then we go into dhyana, which is more awareness. And samadhi is when everything else, you're completely in that theta and delta state. So we are aligned with yogic science. We are aligned with Buddhist wisdom. So the only thing that we need to do is practice. And before we get into questions, one other important point that I want to talk about, and that's an exercise for today, is yesterday we spoke about how our chakras are aligned with different emotions, right? Our different feelings. And one of the feelings of, one of the positive feelings or thoughts is gratitude. So deep gratitude, thankfulness, the emotion of gratitude is at a different frequency. So one of the things we always do with breathfulness is a gratitude exercise. So each one of us should be doing the gratitude exercise, nothing to do with meditation. And today when I share the link, I'll share the link to a site. They've done a lot of research on gratitude as well. People, just like we are considering meditation as a practice, a lot of people consider gratitude as a practice. There are several ways each one of us can practice gratitude. So every day, just 3 things. But before you, or 3 or 5 things, I think there is this 5-finger exercise. Every day before going to bed, write down in your journal or in your phone, or just you can keep your hand here or here, whatever it is, and then recall 5 things that day for you, which you want to be grateful for. It doesn't need to be a person. It could be that wonderful coffee or meal or breakfast or lunch that you had, that wonderful dish that caused you, that kind of relieved you from hunger, or maybe you felt completely fulfilled and satisfied with that. It could be a person who did that extra thing that helped that you didn't expect. Or it could be your regular people in the home whom you fail to appreciate or thank every day. It could be the person, it could be the situation, could be, at least in Bangalore, we always want to be thankful for the traffic allowing us to go to places easily. It could be the traffic, it could be a specific person, it could be a food item. Every day, 5-finger exercise. So what it brings is, it allows you, so some people might say, I don't have 5 things to be thankful for, but you've been living since the morning, right? So this exercise allows you to pick and choose the minutest part. Okay, so I thanked that person yesterday, today it's something else. What is it? At the end, it could be yourself, your health, or somebody's health, right? And this is something that we apply in every situation. So somebody had a fall, he had 1 broken bone and he had to go to the doctor. Thank you, it was not more than that, right? Somebody is recovering faster compared to yesterday. Compared to yesterday, you go and see someone is feeling better today. Thank you. So the thankfulness feeling is very important. That kind of raises your energy. I mean, you didn't get the job that you wanted to do. You went to an interview, you didn't get it. Thank you. Maybe something big is destined for you, right? So gratitude is an important exercise. And in fact, one of the things I recall and recall humorously is, I think a few months ago or a year ago, I was going on a 2-wheeler very close to my house here in Bangalore. And because it's a nearby place, we don't tend to wear helmet, right? As I was coming back, there was this passer, there was another gentleman driving on a 2-wheeler. Because it was a slow traffic, he immediately said, police idhar hai. So there is a policeman out there, beware. Right, immediately I pulled over, took the helmet, wear my helmet, and went across. There were instances where I had to pay the $500 because I didn't wear a helmet in that stretch, right? So I know what exactly I was talking about. So immediately I felt grateful. I said, thank you, even after he passed, even if they went away. There's no reason for some stranger to come and tell me, and not everyone does that, right? He saved me 500 rupees that day. So things like that. I mean, there are a lot of things that happen. The seat that you get in the bus, that wonderful ride you head out, right? The wonderful food that you get, right? A lot of, I think I know a lot of people who complain that they didn't get their coffee or food at the right time. But let's feel grateful that we are getting it, right? It's just probably a delay of a few minutes. And and once you start feeling grateful, you start attracting whatever you're feeling grateful for. Be the money that you have, it could be for me, gratitude has been one of the biggest pillars. Every time I see a message in my phone that my salary is being credited, I say thank you. Right? So every time I see an expense that needs to be paid out, thankfully it's not more. So my dear friends, let's begin practicing gratitude. I know we've been doing the gratitude meditation. So now you should know what are the 3 things that you want to recall in your meditation session and feel grateful for. So today's exercise is going to be a gratitude exercise. I'd want you to be thankful for 3 things with an explicit act of action. So I'd want you to call or message. I prefer doing, you should put in an extra effort to feel grateful today, right? If you need to call 3 people and thank them, please do so. Someone you've been wanting to thank for a long time, you've been putting on. So today's exercise, express gratitude. If you want to feel grateful for a book or for some wisdom, call someone and explain the wisdom or give them a book, right? If you want to make someone feel happy just by spending time with them, please do so. That physical effort must be there. It's not that just that closing our eyes and then feeling thankful for them we do every day. But today's exercise should be reach out, call. Worst case, if you're not able to call, if the person doesn't receive it, then you can do your message, right? To feel where you're expressing. You should feel that warmth of gratitude after you do that act. So gratitude exercise is that. And so today's exercise is gratitude. I'll probably share a link to the science behind it. But a couple of other techniques that people follow with gratitude is, I talked about the 5-finger exercise. You can write down on the journal. Another thing that you can encourage your children, there is something called a gratitude jar exercise. So we tried that out as well. So you can place a small box, small jar, either you can do it on your table as well. So where people in your family or your kids write down in a small chit what they are thankful for and put it there. Even that is an explicit expression of thank you. They don't need to say thank you, right? I'm thankful for this, put a chit there, right? I narrate this incident. We did that. In fact, we keep doing it. So we did that. And then one of the humorous things that came up, I have 2 daughters. So they keep writing what they are thankful for and putting it in a jar. And on one of the days, probably on a weekend, so we open the jar and see what each one of us have been thankful for. So we were interested, it was interesting to find my younger daughters writing, thank you for the paneer curry, mommy. Right? Thank you for that pizza that we had at that particular restaurant. Thank you for taking us to the restaurant. Thank you for taking us to Pyramid Valley. Nowadays, that is the thing that's happening. So the kids get that energy. After I told this in several of the sessions, I know a lot of them have been practicing as well. So it's very important. Forget, you don't do meditation, that is fine. You don't do exercise, that is fine. When I say, for people who don't do that, but at least this regular practice of gratitude is something that I emphasize. And this can be done by anybody. 5 fingers exercise, gratitude jar exercise, reaching out and thanking people, right? So please do so. Ideal things. And as we saw yesterday, it improves your health. Some of the scientific studies I'll point you to will talk about it. It improves your health. Because you're not doing the gratitude or thank you for somebody. You're doing it for yourself. Because it's a higher energy emotion. You are moving from regret to gratitude. You are moving from a feeling of lack to a feeling of abundance. Because one of the law of abundance states, right? Whatever you feel thankful for grows. You're thankful for the little money you have, money keeps coming. You're thankful for the health you have, you're able to walk perfectly fine, more health ensues. You're thankful for the wonderful relationships that you have, wonderful people around you, more such people get attracted, right? So it's a wonderful technique to switch from a feeling of lack and pain to a feeling of abundance. All right, so now with that, so that is the exercise. Please reach out and do 3 things, 3 acts of gratitude. And I want you to share that in tomorrow's chat, or you can even share that by end of the day in the WhatsApp group as well. I would appreciate it. Now let's move to the Q&A. So tomorrow we will be doing a longer meditation session. So it probably take an hour. We will start early. So it's called the body scan meditation. Very good. Today it's better counting and labeling. So today another exercise I want each of you to do, or maybe we can do that tomorrow. So today it's pretty much gratitude. So please post your questions. Yeah, I was able to concentrate. Thoughts were coming. I came back to my breathing. Turning nose. End of the session, I realized I had a little sensation on my right thumb. Like it was okay. Wonderful. So any questions on the chat window? Please do feel free do type your questions. Yeah, I see a couple of hands raised. So yeah, Mr. We go with, okay, I need to unmute. Yes, Mr. Vikal.
Good morning, sir. Thank you very much, and a deep gratitude to you. And I just want to share one, good experience today. This has when you tell last 5 minutes, last 2 minutes, last 10 minutes. The first time I felt, oh, only last 10 minutes. Till now, I've been, kind of feeling, oh my God, 10 more minutes, 5 more minutes, 2 more minutes. This is something drastic change, I felt today. And then I started, focusing more and observing more. Okay, now only I have 5 more minutes. Let me count this complete 5 minutes for me only. So one is that. Second is I felt couple of places in my body, at my leg or somewhere, like you have mosquito bite, deep pinch inside or something, like pain. So I observed that and accepted that and then moved on. So that is all I wanted to share today. So one fantastic experience today. Thank you very much, sir.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you, sir. Really appreciate your sharing. Yeah, that is what happened. It used to happen to me. You sit in an hour-long meditation, and when someone says last 10 minutes, that is when you're making an effort. Or 10 more minutes now, at least let me try to get my focus. Right?
Yes, yes.
So that is where it helps. That is why I keep saying 15 minutes. Okay, the last 15 minutes, you went into your thought range, but at least there are 15 more minutes. Now let me focus on. So wonderful, sir. Thank you. Glad it helped.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yes, Ashokji.
Sir, namaskar, sir. Our deep gratitude. Sir, as we have understood that our feeling of regret or resentment goes away with the expression of gratitude. And similarly, in day-to-day life, there may be small hurts or big hurts. So I think the practice of forgiving and forgetting will also help. So that is also equally important, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes. So those will automatically come. Those are again also higher energy emotions. Yes, as we become a lot more mindful, earlier we used to be attached to the pain or hurt, right? Now you're a lot more relieving, not more non-attached to it. You're letting go. As you let go, you're a lot more forgiving and also let people have their own. Yes, I agree. So those are all again higher emotions. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
So we have Mr. Sri.
Sir, good morning. So I attended your Anapanasati program last year, I think. I'm really thankful and grateful to you. Had been attending a lot of these sessions with Isha and other things. So I think this Anapanasati was excellent. I even tried to get my kids to do this sometimes, but I'm not being very punctual in that. I'll try to push them. And this law of abundance works extremely well, sir. So I have been practicing it from past 6 months or something. I heard it from 2-3 folks, one from some other course and one from Buddha CEO. Somehow I thought it was a Pyramid Valley program. I attended there also. The manifestation and law of abundance is extremely good. So I'm really thankful to you, especially for that, the method where you label things. So that was something which I can never forget in my life. Okay. So I was really waiting to get, means I was not aware how to get the thoughts out of my thing during meditations. Okay, even Visha, I was not able to get this labeling thing. So I'm extremely thankful. So today, as you told explicitly, I had to mention the gratitude. So this is the first gratitude I'm giving to you, and I would love to meet you someday. Okay, but I don't know. Your courses are 1 week. I know 1 week is not a big time, but I am in that cat race or that rat race with corporate world. So I will not be able to do 1 week. If there is a weekend program, I would definitely love to do that. So at least for people like us, if you can organize 1 weekend program, I will be like really thankful, sir. So thank you. Thanks a
Sure,
lot.
sure. Definitely, sir. Thank you very much for expressing your gratitude and your experience with Law of Abundance. I think Law of Abundance, yes, it's been working magnificently for all of us. I think that's an universal law. And definitely, sir, we're planning, at least I'm planning a 3-day workshop in Pyramid Valley. So we will do the announcement soon. Thank you. Thank you.
Super, sir. That will be really great. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Let's look at a few questions here. So equal breathing helped me very much in attaining thoughtless state. Yes, sir. Wonderful information. Okay. Natural breathing. So one comment here, I'm not having issues with thoughts, but my focus shifts right in between my eyebrows after a few breaths. And then I can see a purple light and there's no other thought, even the exercise we are doing, until I hear your next instructions. Do I consciously need to focus on the breathing? Yes, ma'am. You need to be aware. This is a class on mindfulness. And mindfulness is not getting lost in something. So you need to come back at least for these 11 days, at least for this course, try bringing your attention back to your breath. And if one is better than the other, you can choose depending on it. So please, the answer to your question is, yes, you need to consciously bring your awareness to your breath. Any good book for Panch Kosha? I think there are enough resources on the net, sir. Okay, so wonderful. I think pretty much. Yes, I will cover the topic of non-attachment. It will be on the last or the penultimate day. And labeling, connecting, labeling, counting, and connecting. So let's quickly. So labeling is a technique where anytime you get a thought, you label it, you give it a short label. If it is related, the thought is related to work, you can label it work. If it's a thought is related to a person, maybe dad, mom, daughter, or if it is a thought related to yourself, to do, right? So, or if it's a thought related to some activity that you want to do, a sport, or it could be a thought from the past, from something, a movie that you watched, or a sport that you watch, you can just label it. So just label it and bring your attention back to your breath. After a while, the thoughts will go away. That is labeling. Number 2 is counting. So counting is basically you count at the end of, you increment a count at the end of every inhale, or you can do it at the end of every exhale as well. So you breathe in, count 1, then breathe out. Breathe in, count 2, breathe out. Breathe in, count 3, breathe out, right? So you count till 10 and then restart your counting from 1. So initially thoughts will interrupt you. If your thoughts interrupt you before you go to 10, you restart your counting from 1. So that's counting. And connecting it's a bit advanced once you're able to do this. If connecting is basically observing, if you're able to really observe your breath, and your problem is only with the continuous attention, right? If you're able to observe your every breath very clearly, but your problem is with continuous attention, the way you do it is you connect the points. There is the point of start of your inhale, the point of end of your inhale, point of start of your exhale, the point of end of your exhale. So you connect those points again and again and again. So that way you kind of get continuous attention on the breath, right? So that is the connecting method. And today we also talked about allowing, if nothing else works, just sit back, relax, observe your thoughts. Do not resist. And then thoughts slowly will die down. All right. So with that, my dear friends, I see no more questions. Thanks for people who opened up their videos. And thank you for this wonderful group meditation session. And today's exercise, please reach out. Please do 3 acts of gratitude and share in the WhatsApp window or in the chat window tomorrow morning. So with that, my dear friends, have a wonderful day and see you tomorrow morning or tomorrow evening, depending on where you are. Thank you very much.